Hello Canterbury, Thursday the 4th of September and welcome to Canterbury Live. Well, can you believe it was 4 years today, wasn't it? That first earthquake. Can you remember what you were doing? Well, I hope you're all sleeping, unless you're up to something else. But yeah, how things have moved on, and we will be showing you a bit of a doco about that day. And further on, moving on. But anyway, moving on will be next Wednesday when we head out to Horncastle Arena to Bob Dylan. Now the question yesterday was, what year did Bob Dylan release his debut album and for what record company? We had lots of callers and the answer was 1962 and Columbia Records. And the winner was, dun, 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 Gordon Spite. Congratulations Gordon, you and someone special will be heading along next Wednesday to Horncastle Arena.
These wowed audiences in Hamilton and across Australia. Now Bob Dylan brings his sold-out tour to Christchurch. One show only at Horncastle Arena on Wednesday, September 10. Bob Dylan. Get your tickets today from Ticketek.
So we have 3 more double passes to give away. Whoopsie daisy. 3 more double passes to give away. Now today's question is, which Bob Dylan song is ranked as the #1 on Rolling Stone's magazine 500 Greatest Songs of All Time? Do you know the answer? Well, I hope you do, because you may be the winner of a double pass. So call Marianne now on 03 3777 033. Wow, coming up on today's show, Phyllis Brown joins us and we're talking about past lives. So really looking forward to, maybe she can see what I was in a previous life, maybe not. And we have some wonderful Father's Day gifts packs to give away and we'll find out more about that. But there has been a wonderful documentary that has been created and we have Don Miskell, the director of the Christchurch Central Development, here to talk about this documentary. It's called Christchurch, the Ever-Evolving City. Great way to describe it, isn't it? So let's check out the documentary, a wee clip.
I first arrived in Christchurch actually with a search and rescue team out of the United States based in Los Angeles. Right after February 22nd earthquake, we came as an international urban search and rescue team responding to a New Zealand government request to provide assistance in search and rescue in the city. I had quite an amazing experience with the can-do attitude of New Zealanders throughout the February earthquake. Some of my contacts, engineering contacts that I met in the field, actually said, come back to New Zealand, help us with the recovery process. I said yes. As we go from response to recovery, there's a change in attitude, a change in processes, but there's still the attitude, let's get it done, it's going to take time, there's got to be some major decisions made, but we want to make a good decision as well.
Out of a kind of a tragedy has to come the opportunity.
Christchurch needs to be better and stronger.
There's a huge amount of work going on at the moment, and you can see the potential that everything has.
I see so much awesome potential in this town.
So in this next 5 years, we're going to see what we had only imagined.
There's so much grassroots stuff going on in Christchurch, and I think, yeah, definitely the rebuild is coming from the people.
We have such an extraordinary opportunity here to actually do it differently.
Well, out of this disaster, we've had a great opportunity to really reimagine Christchurch. So the people of Christchurch said, hey, we want a compact city, we want a green city, we want a distinctive city, we want a great city to live in, to work in, to visit and to play, and we want an accessible city. Generally speaking, the anchor projects were the projects that wouldn't normally be delivered by the private sector. They will help catalyse the redevelopment of the central city. It's also the spaces between the anchor projects that are also of interest to us to make sure that we create a city for people. We have to put ourselves in the place of the people who we want to attract and to live or visit or study or shop, set up business or invest in the central city.
Join me after the break, and one of the stars of the documentary joins me, Mr. Don Miskell.
Kids television is right here on CTV. Tune in every Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. for an exciting range of fantastic kids programming. Join in with all the fun Saturday mornings from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on CTV.
Welcome to Caltex Redwood. We're a family-owned business proudly supporting our local community. We're open 24/7 for fuel and shop goods, and we have an amazing team of people ready to help you. Save at least 6 cents per litre using AA Smart fuel cards. We also offer great value on our LPG bottle fills. We have a full workshop and Bridgestone Tyre Centre. Our mechanics and tyre technicians will get your car sorted. Caltex Redwood. We're just down from St Bede's on Main North Road. Caltex Redwood. What drives you?
Come on down to Ferrymead Golf. Care for a game of paintball? How about some swings on the old driving range? Or on our par 3 9-hole golf course? Test your skills on the mini golf course or have a go at the air gun shooting range. Then relax at the Wow Cafe with one of our super succulent Wow Burgers. Whether you want to perfect your swing or are looking for a fun family day out, come down to Ferrymead Golf, 50 Ferrymead Park Drive, right next to the Ferrymead Heritage Park.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring moving company.
Oi! Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to Carpet Kingdom. At Carpet Kingdom we stock a massive range of carpets, and we're also the largest vinyl stockist in the South Island. And not only do we have an excellent range in store, but you can purchase our stock online. We offer free measuring quotes, we have our own installation team, we ship nationwide, so come on down and see us at Carpet Kingdom, 312 Wilsons Road in Waltham, just off Brougham Street, or visit us online at carpetkingdom.co.nz.
Loose Lips is a new woman-only weekly chat show made for Cantabrians where nothing is sacred and no topics are out of bounds. Loose Lips starts Thursday the 29th of May at 8:30 CTV.
Just talking to Don, I just realised he's a bit late getting into those Bob Dylan tickets, but if you watch tomorrow, you can call tomorrow, Don. I can't tell the question though, or I'll have to kill you. Don, thank you so much for coming into Canterbury Live, and we had just such a lovely tease there of the documentary. It's been beautifully shot and edited. So tell us about the 5-part documentary. What can we expect?
Well, it's about a number of aspects of the recovery. There's parts around people talking to us about their plans for the future and walking around you. There's people from the arts talking about what they've been doing. There's people from communities, and it's a whole cross section of the community and how they're facing up to the opportunities that really have arisen out of the earthquake disaster.
Really simple question. Why did you feel that it had to be created? Why was it made?
Well, I think when you look at it, you'll see, you actually will get quite amazed and inspired by the whole range of things and initiatives that are going on. When I watched it, I couldn't believe it. I'm quite involved in the redesign, but what impressed me was the diversity of the initiatives. It really was. It was inspiring. Actually, it was really inspiring about seeing a whole lot of creative people who are finding great things to do. And it actually said to me, God, this is going to be a great city when all these people are finished, contributing to its evolution.
And I love that there was actually a theme that was running through, and just that little clip we saw, opportunity seemed to be a word that kept on being mentioned, and I love that. that it's giving us opportunity. Opportunity and some of the stories. Can you tell us about some of the, share a couple of those with us?
Yeah, well, I think one theme that comes through is that people are not looking to put the city back together. So they're not looking back, they're looking forward, and they want to put the city forward. And so there were people like Anthony Goff, who's a great person for Christchurch there, talking about his dream and vision. And he's not trying to maximise his development, he's trying to have accessibility and sunshine. So you've probably seen all Anthony's plans, but there are people in Brighton who are looking at how they can actually reimagine Brighton. There's people in Littleton, in Aranui, right across the city. It is really, really inspiring. And then there's the arts community and what they've been doing, like the street art. George, who's a champion person who's brought in these famous street artists last year and had an exhibition, and he's planning to do more. And they can, they're helping to contribute to making this city very attractive for the creatives and the innovative people that we need to actually rebuild this city and actually underpin and drive the economy.
We had, last week, it was the Writers' Festival, and we had actually an architect here from Auckland. He said it's just so exciting to see Christchurch with so much opportunity and a clean base.
Well, it is, and in fact, we offer. I work at Sarah, and we get people from businesses from Australia and New Zealand who are looking for opportunities, and they come back quite regularly. And I was talking with one group last week, and they said, "Do you know, we really notice a difference now. There's still a lot of work to do, but there's a vibe about this place that is actually infectious." And and they are quite excited about the opportunities. And this group was from Queensland.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful, that positive word of mouth? So, talking about infectious, how are we actually going to watch them? Where will the videos be shown and distributed?
The people at Sarah Marketing have come up with this brilliant idea. Really, they're just going and putting these videos around places in Christchurch, at cafes, in libraries and in retirement villages. And what they say, there's a sign on here that says, "Pick me up, play me, and then pass me on."
Oh, very cool.
So isn't that a great idea?
Yeah, I love that. Aren't they clever people in marketing?
Yeah, it is.
They can sit in a room and just go, spin these ideas and stuff like that. That is really cool. So it's not about you'll pay $9.99 to find out about this documentary. You're actually it's a gift of love, really, to the city to pass on and keep that good vibe going.
Right, yeah.
God. So what, at the end of the day, when this documentary does go out, what do you hope people to take away from watching the documentary?
I think a feeling of excitement and inspiration, and actually a realistic reason to have hope, because you can actually see there's a whole lot of people who've seen these opportunities, and it might really inspire other people to think, if they can do it, so can I. And let's just look through this, all the struggles, that these wonderful people come to the surface and see the opportunities.
And I think you did right. I think there has been a change in the vibe in the city. There was nothing's happening, but you do actually see the smiles returning as the buildings are being rebuilt and these beautiful new designs. Pick a street like Victoria Street.
Yep.
Amazing what's happening with Knox Street and Knox Church, and these other buildings that are. The architecture is just beautiful. Yeah, well, in this documentary, there's also some work showing some of the heritage work. Bringing back some of the buildings that we love, the Provincial Chambers, the Arts Centre, Trinity Church, and the innovative ways that they're going about it. They're all different. And all, the Knox Church up at the top end of Victoria Street, they're retaining the interior, but they're changing the exterior. And doesn't it look gorgeous? Oh yeah, they're doing a really great job. So it's not necessarily all about putting the building back to exactly how it was, and it's the same in Trinity Church. They've got some people, some stonemasons who I think are based out in West Melton, who have got this creative way of actually decreasing the weight of the stone and putting it back, and they've actually numbered everything so it all goes back in the same place, but they're just putting it back, the essential parts of the facade, which a few years ago might have been frowned upon. But in this new world, it's actually seen, well, that is an opportunity. No pressure, but will there be a follow-up then of the progress?
Well, it could be. Let's just see what the response is like, and people are invited to, to give us feedback. And if you'd like to hear more of the stories next year, as the momentum continues to build, I think people will be inspired and will be interested.
I know they will. Thank you so much, Don, for coming and sharing with me. I look forward to seeing the energy that it brings to the city. Well, energy is something that may happen on Sunday, or you might let him have a sleep-in. Yes, Father's Day this Sunday. Have you planned anything for your special dad? Maybe not. Well, we have a beautiful gift pack to give away. It's a special Father's Day gift pack. We have this beautiful hamper from Korora Gifts worth over $100. Yep, it's worth over $100 there. It's the ultimate gift box boutique, and you can go online to their website, kororagifts.co.nz. Now, if you want to win, really easy. You just need to call through to Marianne on 03 3777 033 to win this amazing gift pack. Obviously, say who your dad is. After the break, I am joined by Phyllis Brown talking about past lives.
The mission statement of Red and Black Sport is always to bring a voice to achievers in sport, be it Canterbury, New Zealand or internationally. We'll continue to do that here on CTV with Red and Black Sport. Don't miss it every week.
The Luxaflex Window Fashions brand is one of the most widely known and respected window coverings brands in New Zealand. The range of Luxaflex blinds and awnings offers you ultimate levels of living, comfort, light control, privacy and style for your home. Luxaflex blinds and awnings provide you with endless decorating possibilities in terms of fabric, texture, trims, colour and components to enhance your home and protect it from glare, heat and sunlight. The designs are constantly innovating with new products made from high quality, durable materials that are designed to last and be simple to use and operate. Secure in the knowledge that only the highest quality components are supplied, all Luxaflex products carry comprehensive factory guarantees. Luxaflex are proud of their reputation for providing great quality products and fantastic service, all at competitive prices, and for this reason we are confident that you will find a Luxaflex windows covering solution to suit your own individual need. Luxaflex blinds and awnings are custom made to your exact window requirements, so they fit perfectly to any window, including a range of blinds designed to suit unusual window shapes and sizes. Phone Millers today on 0800 502 333 for a free measure and quote with one of our 11 day-call consultants.
Southern News Week is an Otago-based news bulletin. Produced locally in Dunedin, it's your chance to catch up on everything that's happening in the community. Southern News Week, Saturday at 6:30 p.m. and repeated Sunday at 10 a.m. right here on CTV.
Love this time of the week when we are joined by Phyllis Brown, our resident spiritualist. And today I'm very excited. Past lives.
Yes. I thought I'd bring in the topic of past lives. We were talking about intuition last week. And it's one of those topics that you either believe in past lives or you don't. So, you know, from a religious base, some people just don't believe that there is a past life, that when they leave this mortal coil, as we say, then that's the end. And for other belief systems, you know, it is about a continuation of soul and soul experience, or Buddhism, they call it, you know, the continuation of the mental continuum. So it's a divided camp. But if people are really intrigued by it, then they want to know if they've had a past life. Quite often they'll come and ask for past life work or past life regression, just to see where they've been or what they've done and what they've carried from that life into this life.
Well, that's a point. So when you've obviously read some people's past lives, can they really be completely abstract and different from their current life?
From my own personal experience in dealing with my own past life experiences, or from a client's perspective, they'll maybe bring in qualities or traits that are from a previous life, or fears or phobias, so irrational fears or irrational phobias. So that would be maybe somebody is frightened of water but they don't know why. So when we do some past life work, then the rationale comes from a past life. They may have been drowned. Okay, or they may have had some, you know, fearful water experience. So that's where an irrational thought process might reside from a past life experience. And then, of course, for Christchurch itself, with the quakes, and you know, it's a big day today, and just sitting through waiting to come on today, the quakes brought up a lot of past life experiences, and I had really personal experience with my own partner, who it brought in such an all-pervading terror. So when the quakes came, it was, we had to flee. His flight response was just so extreme. And so we had to do some past life work on him to relieve his previous experiences of being in a quake or a big disastrous episode, and that he was actually safe in this lifetime and that he was okay and that he can be in control. So it's amazing how it affects, and you know, there'll be some people today that are maybe still reliving some experiences from that episode.
Very much so. So have we had past lives with people we know then?
Yes, that's what really intrigues us. And again, there's that saying, you can choose your friends, but you don't choose your family.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah.
And so in our past life experience, again, this is a rule of thought, so I'm just expressing a rule of thought, is that the family members that we have around us, we've had previous experiences. So, of course, I'll use my own personal experience again. So my sister is a bossy boots, okay? So she's an older sister, and she always is the boss of everybody and still is. Even, you know, I've got uncles who are in their 60s and they're terrified of her. She's that bossy person. And so I did some past life work on her, and she was a mother, my mother in a previous life. Obviously just haven't switched off that gene in this lifetime, because I do actually have a mum, but she's just my sister, but she would be my, the way she comes across is that she's the mother energy.
Sounded like a Jeremy Kyle for a minute there, with father's mother's cousin.
I think we could be.
God.
And then watching my son, who his connection with my brother, but he would call him his brother. So we did some past life connection with that.
I'm hearing banjos in a minute. Crikey.
It's all past life, it's all past life. It's
not current, not current.
Yeah, it is. So we come back and we have to go over some of our lessons that we maybe didn't learn from our family experiences the first time around. And some people, you know, I asked about my son. I went to a past life therapist and asked about my son. Well, why did he come in? Because I was told I could never have children, and out of the blue, here he was 10 years after we were married, or 10 years into our marriage. And she said, oh, you were his sister in a previous life, and he wanted to see you, what you would be like as a mother in this lifetime. So it's amazing how that evolution comes, and just that whole, the strings and strands of our lives.
Are people sometimes shocked, though, when they find out who they were in a past life? And not in a good way.
Yes, I think everybody wants to be... I had one lady who was desperate to find out if she was Cleopatra. Okay, she was just desperate to find out. That was her thing, or of royal blood. So we all want to be, you know, the magnificence.
Yeah, right.
But we don't necessarily want to find out if we've been a
scullery
pauper
maid,
or a scullery maid,
yes,
or a brigand of some sort, or somebody that had done evil deeds in any way. However, you know, we are who we are through the accumulation of every single experience, thousands of years. And there is a rule of thought out there that we have on average 250 past lives. So that's a lot of past life experience all rolling up in our soul evolution so we can become who we need to be.
We become who we need to be. Like that. That's last thought from Phyllis for this week. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'm sure we'll see a screenplay coming out about your family.
That would be a good one.
R18. Thanks, Phyllis. Well, as we said, we had some wonderful gifts that we had to give away, and I'd like to just talk to them about this. The Father's Day hamper was brought to you by Karora Gifts, the Ultimate Gift Box Boutique. And there we are. Phone 0800 567 672. Website is karoragifts.co.nz. And Pierside Cafe and Bar, yes, they are giving us a $100 meal voucher. A $100 meal voucher to take your father up for a special meal. You just call Mary on 033 777 033, and they're at the 3 Brighton Mall in New Brighton in Christchurch, and the website is pierside.co.nz. Don't miss tomorrow's show. We have Mr. Walk Taylor and his son Tom Taylor right here on the show. See you tomorrow.